Welcome to Absolutely Marvel and DC. I'm Dylan, and let's talk about this weird and wacky white version of the Vision. So obviously spoilers for the ending of Wandavision episode 8. I'm pretty sure you know what the deal is if you clicked on this video, but yes, he showed up at the end of that episode. So while he's a minor footnote in the comic history of the Vision, it looks like we're going to be discussing the white form of the synthezoid we all know and love for a little bit longer, depending on, how Wandavision wraps up. Vision was originally created by Ultron, using the body of the original Human Torch and the brain patterns of Simon Williams, Wonder Man. This android was meant to be Ultron's vision of the perfect being that would outlast and replace humanity. After some misadventures, Vision turned on his father and joined the Avengers. And honestly, I don't blame him. If my father were a megalomaniacal robot freak, I'd probably run away too, I'm just saying. Viz would go on to lead a very successful career with the Avengers, even becoming their chairman. He did kind of become a control freak at this point though. He implanted his mind into the world's computer systems. But he eventually realized the error of his ways and stepped down as chairman. Wanting punishment for his actions, however, the US government kidnapped and dismantled Vision. They erased his memories and stripped him down to his bare components, effectively killing the Vision. Let's back up a bit. For a little context, Vision was already married to Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch, at this point. They had a whole romance, husband-wife subplot at the time. Comics like those were pretty big back then. Anyway, the Avengers managed to recover the remains of Vision and decided they should rebuild him. Hank Pym did his best to do this, but the damage to his body and the fact that Wonder Man refused to provide his brain patterns again left Vision a husk of his former self. He was now a stark white color, and strikingly emotionless. Fun fact, by the way, Roy Thomas, one of Vision's co-creators, originally wanted Vision to be white like he is here, but printing limitations at the time made that difficult, so they made him red. I guess it's cool that he eventually got to be white. Anyway, this white version of the Vision wasn't all that interesting. After the story where he was reassembled, he mostly faded into the background. And to be fair here, Vision had been a pretty big part of the Avengers up until this point. Being the chairman and trying to take over the world. The main event that did happen during White Vision's tenure was his split with his wife Wanda. So this is how that went down. One of Marvel's 40,000 Satan analogs, Mephisto, absorbed Vision and Wanda's kids back into himself, revealing that they were in fact fragments of his corrupted soul the whole time. This understandably made Wanda very upset, making her go a little bit insane, and that event, along with what I'm sure was lots of frustration with Vision's new emotional state, caused the two to split up. After this, Vision's status quo would start to go back to normal. He would have his body swapped with an alternate version of himself known as Anti-Vision, who coincidentally looks a lot like a super 90s version of the Vision's original design. As for his emotions, he would get those back by adopting the brain patterns of a deceased scientist called Alex Lipton. Those patterns combined with those of Wonder Man slowly returning, Vision would basically be back to his full self again, thus ending the saga of White Vision completely. And Vision would go on to die and be reborn in various other ways after this saga, but those are different stories for different times. Let us know in the comments if you'd like to hear those. Either way, I've been Dylan with Absolutely Marvel and DC. Be sure to like, subscribe, click the bell, and as always, thanks for watching.